people have been asking us a lot recently if we think there's going to be baseball in 2020, and the answer is a resounding yes. I'm very convinced that there will be baseball in 2020, but not for the same reasons that many of you might be convinced of that. So you want to explain why you think there will be baseball in 2020?
Yeah, so I mean, it makes sense to me that there's a huge incentive for baseball to play enough games to get to the postseason. And that's because in the postseason, that's where the teams are making their most money and revenue from the TV deals.
Yeah.
So if you look at the money they're generating from the gates throughout the season, it's not that much compared to the revenue that they're getting when they make it to the postseason. So by having a postseason, they're able to cash in on those TV deals. So playing as however many games that they need, and there's a minimum to be able to have a postseason.
What is that minimum?
I think it's
like 60 games, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they need at least.
I'm pretty sure it's 60 games.
Right. So
you have to have at least 60 games for the season to be counted as an official season. And so if you play 60 games, again, I'll have to fact check this number because I'm not positive it's 60. It's either 60 or 100, but I'm pretty sure it's 60.
Yeah, both those numbers sound possible.
It's one of the two.
Yeah.
But as long as they play 60 games, the season is eligible to have a postseason. And then per the TV deals, there's two types of TV deals. You have local TV deals. So that's your local TV deal in whatever market in Cleveland, Cincinnati, and LA.
Sports Time Ohio.
Local regional Fox Sports networks. And then, you have national TV deals, which is your ESPN, your Fox, your overall Fox. I'm missing one. There's another one. There's a major one. Anyway, those ones broadcast the postseason games, and that's where the big money comes from.
FS1 does postseason, I think, and is it TBS or NBC?
It's one of those. It's ESPN, the Fox network, and there's
I think it's TBS.
It's probably TBS.
TBS that does it. Because it's not on your normal network. So they broadcast the postseason, and that's a handsome sum of money for teams. So being able to have a postseason, they're losing out on obviously a great deal of money as our players right now.
Right.
But if they can cash in on the postseason, that's huge for them.
Yeah, so from a business perspective, if you're looking at how to save your bottom line, how to minimize your losses in a time when everyone's losing, your lower class is losing, there's people are getting laid off all the way to your upper class when there's no market, there's no business going on. So everybody right now is losing. But the business owners are looking at how to minimize losses as much as possible. So the best way for them to minimize losses is to play as few games as possible.
So they don't have to pay you guys.
So they don't pay the players because player costs are by far the largest expense that a team has every year.
And right now they're paying you guys, it's been agreed upon, a prorated salary. So if you play 80 games, you will get 80 games worth of your salary this year. So assuming it was 186,
assuming if you're making 10 million this year and you play only 81 games instead of 162, instead of making 10 million, you will make 5 million. And so whatever percentage of the normal allotment of games, then you'll make that percentage of your agreed upon contract. So the best way for them to save the bottom line is to minimize...
Play as few games as possible so that they can have a postseason and then have the postseason and cash in.